The Dow Jones Industrial Average (DJIA) is a stock market index that tracks 30 large publicly owned blue chip companies trading on the New York Stock Exchange (NYSE) and Nasdaq. The Dow Jones is named after Charles Dow, who created the index in 1896 along with his business partner Edward Jones, also referred to as the Dow 30. The index is considered to be a gauge of the broader US economy. Key takeaways: the Dow Jones Industrial Average is a widely watched benchmark index in the US for blue chips stocks. The DJIA is a price-weighted index that tracks 30 large publicly owned companies trading on the New York Stock Exchange and the Nasdaq. The index was created by Charles and Dow. The DJIA composition can change over time based on economic trends. The Dow divisor is a consistent and that was created to address the simple average issue. Let us understand it. The DJIA is the second oldest US market index after the Dow Jones Transportation Average. The DJIA was designed to serve as a proxy for the health of the broader US economy, often referred to simply as the Dow. It is one of the most watched stock market indexes in the world. While the Dow includes a range of companies, all of them can be described as blue chip companies with consistently stable earnings. In the early 20th century, the performance of industrial companies was typically tied to the overall growth rate in the economy. That cemented the relationship between the Dow's performance and the overall economy. Even today, for many investors, a strong performing Dow equals a strong economy, while a weak performing Dow indicates a slowing economy. As the economy changes over time, so does the composition of the index. A component of the Dow may be dropped when a company becomes less relevant to current trends of the economy, to be replaced by a new name that better reflects the shift. For instance, a company may be removed from the index when its market capitalization drops because of financial distress. So a higher percentage move in a higher priced component will have a greater impact on the final calculated value. At the Dow's inception, Charles Dow calculated the average by adding the prices of the 12 Dow component stocks and dividing by 12. The result was a simple average. Over time, there were additions and subtractions to the index that had to be accounted for, such as merger and stock splits. At that point, a simple mean calculation no longer made sense. The Dow divisor and index calculation. The Dow divisor was created to address the simple average issue. The divisor is a predetermined constant that is used to determine the effect of a 1-point move in any of the approximately 30 stocks that comprises the Dow. There have been instances when the divisor needed to be changed so that the value of the Dow stayed consistent. As of February 2024, the Dow divisor was 0.152. The Dow is not calculated using a weighted arithmetic average and does not represent its component company's market cap, unlike the S&P 500. Rather, it reflects the sum of the price of one share of a stock for all the components divided by the divisor. Thus, a 1-point move in any of the component stocks will move the index by an identical number of points. Dow Jones Industrial Average Index Components. The DJIA launched in 1896 with just 12 companies, primarily in the industrial sector. They included railroads, cotton, gas, sugar, tobacco, and oil. The index grew to 30 components by 1928. Since then, it has changed many times. The very first came 3 months after the 30 component index launched. The first large-scale change was in 1932 when 8 stocks in the Dow were replaced. The Dow is re-evaluated regularly. Companies are replaced when they no longer meet the index's listing criteria with those that do. Over time, the index became a bellwether of the US economy, reflecting economic changes. For example, US Steel was removed from the index in 1991 and replaced by building material company Martin Marietta. Other major changes to the DJIA came in 1997 when Westinghouse Electric, Bethlehem Steel, Texaco, and Woolworth were replaced by Travelers Group, Johnson & Johnson, Hewlett-Packard, and Walmart. Walgreen Boots Alliance replaced General Electric in June 2018. In August 2020, Salesforce, Amgen, and Honeywell were added to the Dow, replacing ExxonMobil, Pfizer, and Raytheon Technologies. Raytheon joined the DJIA earlier that year after United Technologies merged with Raytheon Company. Amazon replaced Walgreens in February 2024 after Walmart's stock split, which reduced its weight on the index. So today we got some knowledge about DJIA.